Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Plainly Bitcoin, back with another video. Yo, I'm about to document this, man, because the markets are rallying right now, and I think I know why. Because I think the Clarity Act is about to pass. This is Plainly Bitcoin, y'all. I've been listening to the news all day. Ain't no one is giving this take. I'm about to give this take. So, because I be studying the markets, man. I've been studying these markets for 8 years, and I see the way when prices go up. Every time prices go up, they go up, and then a couple days later, some big news gets broadcast or gets shared. Excuse me. The Clarity Act is getting marked up or whatever. That's what they're saying. Like it was at the House and now it's about to go to the Senate or whatever, or the Congress or whatever. But January 15th is a big day, is my point. January 15th is a big day, but it's not for sure that it's going to get passed. But there's a chance it might get passed. So people don't know. But every time, and this is always what happens. People, this ain't nothing new. They front run it. They front run, people with the insiders, they're able to front run. And I think that's what's going on right now. It always happens. Prices go up. Everybody's like, oh, I don't know why prices going up. I don't know why prices going up. But, and then we find out, and then a couple of days later, we find out why prices are going up. So I just want to document this because I think that's what's going on. I think the Clarity Act is going to get passed on the 15th. And so I want to be you heard it here first. I'm going to document this, and it's going to be documented on YouTube forever so everybody can see it. If I'm right, I don't know if I'm going to be right. Because I need to start throwing leverage at these plays, man. I've been studying the market. I know what the market does and stuff. Like, I know when the market goes. I don't know what the market does, but I be looking at the markets, and then I be trying to study it. And, it's hard to predict where the market's gonna go, but I be trying to make calls, and I'm making this call. I think the Clarity Act is gonna get passed. That's why Bitcoin's been going up in the last 2 to 3 days. But yeah, I have to document that. I'm about to document this. Let's read what this article says. Let's get into it, y'all. Everybody, this is not financial advice, but y'all really do need to start looking at crypto, because crypto is a new asset. Even though it's been around for 15 years, it's still a new asset. 17 years, whatever, it's still a new asset. There's still so much more room to go. What social media did to media, what YouTube did to media, cryptocurrency is about to do to finance. The writing is on the wall. Let's get into it. Bitcoin shrugs off Clarity Act delay by rallying above 93,000. Bitcoin price made a new weekly high of 93,000 on January 13th as lawmakers pushed back deliberations on the long-awaited Clarity Act, a bill designed to define crypto market structure in the United States. Key takeaways: Bitcoin continues to rally despite the Clarity Act markup being pushed to late January. Oh, did it get pushed back? Whatever, okay. Exchange net flows stay low, and the SOPR hovered near 1, signaling minimal profit taking. Retail demand for Bitcoin remains low during this recovery rally as liquidity remains considerably thin. Bitcoin gains as volatility compresses after Clarity Act delay. Senate committees, including agricultural and banking, postpone plans markup of the Clarity Act into the final week of January. Senate Agriculture Committee Chair John Bozeman confirmed the delay, citing unresolved disagreements over stablecoin incentives, DeFi oversight, and agency jurisdiction. While earlier expectations had already shifted to 2026, the latest pause further clouds the prospects for swift legislation. Yet Bitcoin price acts suggest traders are largely unfazed, because the bottom is already in October 10th. What, 3 months ago now? It's only so much sell-off before you start bouncing. Bitcoin is that asset of the century, y'all. I'm telling you. Over the past 24 hours, Bitcoin traded in a tight range, briefly dipping below 91,000 before breaking above 93.5 during the New York trading session. The lack of aggression selling during the Clarity Act delay contrasts with prior regulatory scares when exchange inflows typically surge. They're not selling. I'm saying there's something fishy about that. Or maybe they're just exhausted of selling. All we were doing was selling in Q4. This time, exchange net flows remain muted, signaling that investors are not positioned for an imminent downside shock, according to Xwin Research. There's a little nice chart right there. The spend output profit ratio data reinforces that calm. The metric hovers around or slightly below 1. The SOPR indicates limited profit taking on and on-chain spending overall. This could be interpreted as a patient market with holders extending their time horizon rather than rotating capital. At a broader level, the Clarity Act is increasingly viewed as an integration milestone rather than a binary risk event. Even before formal passage, Bitcoin appears to be transitioning towards a more institutional grade holding profile. However, this patience comes with caveats. Crypto analyst Dark Faust noted the large liquidity downdraw ever recorded in spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds with an average realized price nearly 86,000. Many ETF inflows since the October 2025 all-time high are now underwater. More than 6 billion have exited spot ETFs through flows have stabilized over the past 2 weeks. Meanwhile, retail participation remains largely absent. CryptoCrunch data indicates that 30-day Bitcoin demand from small buyers between 0 and 10,000 shows deeply negative readings, a stark contrast to prior bull phases. This suggests the current range is supported mainly by larger players. Adding to caution, the Coinbase Premium Index has yet to flip bullish, market commentator Crypto God John said. Biggest indicator to keep an eye on is Coinbase Premium until we get a positive flow. I don't think we will see a strong reversal. You guys got to start studying Bitcoin. Inflation is only going to get more rampant. These people are printing money like crazy. There's about to be a reset, and Bitcoin is going to be a big part of it. You have to save your money in something outside the system. The system is going to crash. There's going to be a recession in these next couple of years. The stocks are going to, a lot of these stocks are overvalued. People are putting money in stocks because they have nowhere else to put them. These stocks are overvalued. They're overvalued. Housing is overvalued. Why? Because these billionaires want to park their money in places. You need to find an asset outside the system. This is not financial advice, you guys. Do your research. Don't get lost in the sauce. Buy assets. Don't save in dollars. This is going to be a crazy year, y'all. This is Plainly Bitcoin. Thank you for listening. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back with you on the next one. Peace.